right. What up, everybody? It is Tina, the Mind Your Specialist, here with the group therapy crew. We're here with Ruby Red Reese, laughing ass bitch. Okay, that's her. What up? Keeping it real, Keita.
What up? What
And
are
the
my
ninjas
braises?
that don't want to be on camera, we got that dude,
What's happening?
and German Brainiac Brian.
Hello, all.
What up, dog? Hey, it's been a week, bitches and niggas. Okay.
It seemed
All right,
like
so-
I was just at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I
You never
swear.
go home. We love you, though.
Huh?
Okay, so today I was thinking about talking about being older, but still acting like your ass is a child. Like, if you haven't grown at 40 and you still acting like 20, you dumb as shit.
Damn.
It's a bit stupid, dumb, childish, immature, what the fuck ever word you like to use. But at 40, if you acting 20, on for real, not looking 20,
Okay.
but
Listen.
acting 20,
Okay.
but
Listen.
acting 20, you need to get you a therapist. You need to get a therapist. Because you should
Well-
not be acting like a 20-year-old, 25, 30.
Some people
and you
just
40.
young at heart.
Say it again.
You, look,
I
I don't mind you being young at
okay,
heart.
it's certain what ways are you acting young? You
say
know.
like, okay, that's a good one right there.
Okay, let's go.
So like, you still out in the world
Okay.
doing young shit. Like, out all week you at the club. You go to the club on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday. Bitch, you should have some children. And if you
But
don't
what if
have,
they don't have
if
no
you don't have no,
Damn.
bitch, if you don't have no children, get a life.
The
Do
club
something
is the life.
That ain't the life, bitch. That's
That
for
ain't the
young
life
folks.
for you.
You look like the old bitch in the club.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's what they is.
It's and the old men in the club that's really your age. They don't want you.
They want the young
20-year-old, the 25-year-old. They don't want your old ass.
The 25-year-old.
Well, bitch, if you in there, school them bitches. That's
They
your
don't
role.
want- Look, you could do that if children were respectful. They ain't like that. They think they know everything.
Hell yeah.
And they
do.
don't want to be called children at 20-something years old either.
I.e. my
They want
son.
your old ass
Think you
with
know
that
everything.
tight ass outfit to get the fuck up out of here.
Bitch still got to move something dress on at 40.
No, bitch. No.
What's wrong with something with a move something dress? You trying to make a move something?
You trying to get chose.
True.
You trying to
Yeah.
get chose.
Well,
But you know
they
what?
trying to move something with a girdle on.
It's different if you go. I'm not saying don't go to the club. I'm not saying that. I'm saying motherfucking every day. You got a party to go to in the club on the
close it
weekdays. Like you ain't got no job.
Yeah.
Where you gotta like.
They
be
got
at
a
work.
job, but they still hitting it.
Right.
You know. I remember when I was in my 20s.
Exactly. Say it again. I was in my what? Say it again.
Huh?
What age?
I was in my 20s.
Exactly. You're not 40 at the club 5 times a week.
And you don't want to be seen as the bitch that's always in the club. This bitch always in the club.
You know, desperate.
The only way you know,
they don't even know your name. They just call you Miss MILF.
the only way you know if I'm always in the club, motherfuckers, is if you always in the club.
That's true.
Then we
That's
two
true.
motherfuckers that's always in the club. Now we need to sit down and figure it out. Get our lives together.
Look, don't nobody need to see
I
you
want
in
to
the club
be in the
every day.
club.
No, you don't. Because if you want to, you just go.
See, if you're gonna be that age, you need to go to a age-appropriate club. That's what it is.
You can go to any club you like, just don't go 5 days a motherfucking week.
So I can't go up in the jazz spot 5 days a week.
I mean, but you got
yeah,
the
but
people
that's
that
different.
you got the people that want to go.
They got jazz
you know,
clubs.
to the ballroom
That's not-
classes.
No,
they want
they
to go
have-
to the hustle classes.
That's not the club, them classes.
yeah,
in
but
the
they got
club.
When the music start playing for the little kids to come in here and dance, you need to be walking up out of there. You go to your ballroom classes.
Don't be 45 trying to do
Go
do
to
the
your hustle
dances that
classes.
your
That's not what the
18-year-old
fuck
kid
I'm
trying to
talking
do.
about.
Hey, I could do them.
I ain't saying don't walk into the establishment. I'm saying you ain't supposed to be clubbing. If you hear it, if you don't know
Okay.
what the fuck I'm talking about at this point, then you do need a therapist.
Well, you know, having a therapist is not a bad idea or a bad thing.
It is not. But if you need understanding, when I say don't go to the club 5 days a week, and you think I'm talking about ballroom classes, and hustle classes, that's you acting 20.
That was shade thrown.
That's
Just
a
let
problem.
you know.
Just saying.
You know, you got the folks who try to use their kids' lingo and shit and sound silly when they trying to do it. I'll be cracking
Hey,
up.
listen, let me tell you something. What you trying to say?
I'm
You know
trying
what
to say,
I'm saying?
That y'all motherfuckers need to talk
age.
grown.
I do
With real
talk
words.
grown in the motherfucker.
when you
What
see-
it is you ain't about to try and slide none of that slick shit y'all be saying on me. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to get a breast. Whatever that word on this hip hop shit y'all be talking, so I can understand. Oh, nigga, what? Yeah, okay,
the
I
problem-
got you.
The
I
problem
got
with
you.
that is
Who you hanging
The-
with
the-
that
the-
talk like that?
the slang that they're using is just
My son.
repackaged slang that we already use. It's not even new. If you listen to them, they talking the same shit we talked when we were that age. It's just
It just sounds
know that
stupid.
right. It's a snapback.
I don't know,
didn't
because
call
we
it all
weren't
that.
walking around talking about something lit. Girl,
If
oh,
you
your
go
brows
back and
is
listen,
lit.
if you go back and listen to some
on
songs, you'll hear
fleek.
certain
That
words
shit
in there.
sound like it's on fire. It's lit. Like, did you
I'm
like that?
saying, like,
motherfucking
oh,
We
shit?
said it was on fire.
What
They
the-
said
what
it's
Who
lit.
lit the candle over there? That's what
Right.
lit meant.
I thought we said turned up.
That, well, you know, that came a
Did
little
we
bit
say
later.
turned up?
That
We
came a
might
little
have
later.
said
I don't
turned up.
remember
It's
saying
turned up in here.
up. I don't remember
Nah, that
saying
was late-
turned
that was
up
later
in my
on.
20s.
I don't
Okay.
remember saying any of that.
It's off the hook.
This
Off the
off
hook.
the
There you go. He was late to the party, y'all. He's back there thinking.
Oh, that's right. It was off the hook.
Off
We
the
went
hook.
walking in talking about some this bitch is popping.
Right.
No,
You
we
know
were
what
saying
I'm
it's
saying?
off the
We
hook.
was like,
Off
it
the
is off
chain.
the chain. Yes.
It was off the chain.
It was
Okay.
off the chain in this
Yeah.
boy.
I
got-
got
Hey,
one
this bitch
question.
is hype.
Right. There we go. There we
Live. This
go.
motherfucker live.
Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Live. We on the way live
We
up
on
in
the way
this
live.
bitch.
Bomb.
The bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, this is
The bomb.
And even the DJ be like, this shit is live. Motherfuckers get up
Look,
and
I
dance.
was watching The Wood today, and you know how when boys would do stuff to us back there, they would be like, boy, you know,
Yes.
do girls still be like, you know, smack the lips and stuff?
No, they cuss.
Hi.
What up, dog? I
He
said
like-
hi, Margaret. You got to look it back, and you'll see it that I said it.
What's up, lady?
Nah, what's up, Smurf?
Uh,
There's a difference. What's up?
Like, she was like, you know, he threw a little piece of paper at her class
Yeah.
trying to get her attention. She turned around and was like, you know, like
That's when
that.
shit. That's when
girls
shit
do
was
that
cute.
anymore.
That's
You know
when it
when
was.
you had the little things on your
cute.
finger talking about pick a number. Boop, boop, boop.
Ah,
They do
that
that.
look. Yeah.
My daughter did that last year,
Yeah,
so
you
they
know.
still do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me was the paper football. Like, you know I'm trying to get you. Yeah, just pay attention.
So-
turn around.
Again, back
you
to
like me, yes?
things
Or
that
no?
that people do at older age to try to be young. What are some examples that you feel?
Blue jeans and a jersey.
What's wrong with a blue jean and a jersey?
When they wearing, come on now. I'm 45 years old, and I'm wearing a blue jeans and a jersey.
What if you going to a game?
That's different.
If you wearing the jersey with no jeans on, then that might be kind of young.
Or wait,
What
wait.
do you mean
wait,
no
yeah.
jeans?
Like, it's just like you 40 something, you just got the jersey on with no pants and no, you know, you just got that as a skirt on or something.
Oh, you mean the
Oh, like
ladies
how
with
they
the
used
dresses?
to-
Yeah.
When
Oh,
they
'cause
started
I
turning
was
jerseys
really
into
like
outfits.
slow with that. Like, what
I was trying to
man
catch up
is
to you, bro.
walking
I was trying to catch up
around
to you.
with-
I was trying to get. I was a little fucked up on that one.
Okay.
I think the jogging pants for the men that's tight at the ankles. What the fuck is
That's-
tapered
but you know
jogging
what?
pants
I
about
just-
with
I can't
men?
understand.
Wait, or
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
you
I'm
get
sorry.
it.
What I meant by that is when they got the jersey on and then their pants are sagging.
Oh, you
you
too old to be
45
sagging.
years old.
Yeah, you
and
too
you
old
running
to be
around.
Way
and you
too
got your
damn
hat
old.
turned to the side and shit.
Yeah, you ridiculous.
You walking all
You
outside.
45,
like that.
Yeah, they look
50, and you
stupid.
walking
Movies.
around with 5 goddamn
Right.
chains on your goddamn neck.
Oh, and you got rings on all fingers.
Yeah.
And you every word you say, you trying to sound like your son. Your son say something, you want to outdo him.
Or
that-
you
that
are
motherfucker- Yeah, he was lit. They was throwing
crazy.
shade.
you a grown ass lady and you still trying to walk around like these Thundercats with these, everything just all out and, and booty shorts and all of that type of stuff.
Listen,
With all
I
your-
can speak
with all
of some
your-
celebrities that I think is too
with
old
all your
to be
jello
doing that,
jiggling.
but you might get an attitude because that's your girl. So we just
Who?
move on.
What happened?
She about to try and say something about Janet.
No, it's not Janet.
Oh, who?
Janet just got old nipples.
What?
What the fuck just happened in this era?
Well, the woman is 51 years old.
What's old
Then
nipples?
she don't need to be showing her old 51 and a half.
She
Yes, we're
ain't
drinking.
showing
Do
her
she
nipples
show,
no
do she show
more.
her nipples?
She had
You hear
another
this? I
dress
need to
malfunction
When?
a few months ago.
Where?
Oh, that
On
sounds like
some
a choice.
stage overseas. Janet, another
Maybe
malfunction.
she's trying to recreate the shit to keep,
But
keep a
well,
buzz.
who wants to see her?
What y'all gonna do?
All of
Okay,
y'all
okay. Y'all gonna fall up off of her.
I want to see
who
the
we was
50.
talking about?
I want to see her nipples.
Yes, it's
Why?
bitches that still want, and guys that want to see Janet nipples. I don't.
Crusty ass.
Aaron,
fuckers.
would you like to see her nipples?
Nope.
Why?
Lies you didn't tell.
I can't stand when Dune does that.
Lies you didn't tell.
Now, if you would have said,
I hate this camera because my
if you
face
would've
look
said
like
Selma
it is a
Hayek or
big
someone
planet.
like that, then okay. Show your
Wine.
nipples all day.
Wine. Who was
It's,
you talking
it's
about?
a lot of women out here
And
that are of a mature age or should be at a mature age.
Okay.
that
It's a
don't
way to be
act like it.
sexy without
want
having to
to-
just be.
You know what's
know.
sad is when you see a mature woman trying to compete with the younger one. Or you see, and not trying to be funny, and men do it too, so I'm putting it out there, trying to compete with like their daughters or their girlfriends.
Thank you, Doom.
It's like, wow.
It's just sad. And we're not. Let's get off of the dressing. Let's talk about
Behavior.
the behavior, like the way you pick your man, the way you pick your woman. You can't pick your woman and your man at 40 the same way you pick them at 20.
But what
You
if,
don't think so?
what if you had
I
them in
don't
your
think
20s
so.
and all the way to your 30s and into your 40s and they just still think they young?
Who think they young? The man?
Either one.
Well, if both of you motherfuckers haven't evolved in 20 years, you deserve each other.
It's like when you see these old motherfuckers walking around, one pan leg up, the other one down. It's like, dude,
Who still do that?
it's like, are you
They
serious?
do
motherfucker?
that. And it's
You-
joggers.
You
like,
40
know.
something years old and you got your one pan leg up, the other down, hat to the back, still standing on the corner, talking all this bullshit that you was talking about when you were in your 20s. For me, it's sad. Because guess
It's sad
what?
'cause you
Motherfucker,
haven't
I'm
grown.
grown. We want to drink, come to my house, we go out on the deck, I get the grill going, we can drink all day. That's grown shit.
Yeah.
Me going to the corner store buying some liquor, standing outside, that's some childish ass shit.
That's some
shit
that's
that
some
you did
wino.
when you was
That's
young. You-
alcoholic
That's some
shit.
That's some shit you did when you was
No,
in your
that's
20s.
that's some hood shit.
Right,
You
you
definitely
Yeah,
is some
yeah.
hood shit.
Definitely
you outside
some
your
hood shit.
barbershop kicking it, and you fucking 45 years old. Take your ass home.
Go to the barbershop, get your hair cut, and go the fuck home.
Hey, you know what, fellas? Y'all
No,
want
think
to
you guys are being a little bit too harsh.
Like,
the
Yeah.
barbershop?
barbershop is like a
No, I'm saying
like
you can
a-
kick it at the
A
barbershop.
meeting
fort.
place.
Like
Yeah.
that's like they
The barbershop
What is
is a
it?
meeting place to talk and everything.
That's
But if
like
you want to
they
continue the
home
conversation,
away from home
guess what?
type of
You know
thing.
what? Let's go to the
Therapy.
crib. Let's get on that.
Maybe
deck,
I don't
whatever.
know you. Maybe I don't want you at my motherfucking crib, and this is the place that I want to kick it with you.
I wasn't talking about your ass. 'Cause
I'm
you
not
bringing
talking
it.
about me,
Oh.
Brainiac.
Wait,
Damn it.
Wait a minute.
Talking about period.
Let me sip this water.
God, maybe the person don't want to bring that person back. I don't even know what he said. I was too busy.
Yeah, she ain't peeped
No,
that.
I didn't. Good, thank you. Maybe
Wow.
the person don't want that person back at their house. This is where I want to kick it with you at.
Oh, if I
I
don't
think
know
we
you
be.
that
I
way-
think we're being too. I think you guys are
I'm
being
not
too
being.
harsh.
I'm not trying
I
to be
really do.
judgmental.
No,
I'm
not trying to
saying
be judgmental.
if you're 40 years old or 50 years old and you're still out here making decisions as if you were in your younger ages, then you have not grown. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
just like what I'm sorry. Well, I
Get it out.
recently hooked up with a cousin of mine, and I was just making fun of him because I told him, I said, you know, it was a Sunday, we was chilling, and me and him used to hang like wet clothes. And back then, he told me, he like, cuz I ain't ever change it. I'm always gonna be the same. I said, okay. Now, 3 kids later,
That changed you.
and
Should.
now we both are in our 40s. He chilling at home. I said, oh, he like, cuz I don't be hitting it. Like, I said, oh yeah. I said, is that right, huh?
Is it wrong for you to be in your 40s and still want to have fun?
No.
It's not.
Is it-
it's
is
very normal.
So,
It's just the way your fun, the way your fun is it has to change. If life has not grown you up, like you motherfucker, a sad motherfucker.
So wait a minute, you guys. One of our subscribers said, "So don't be 40 and busting windows out." Again, I think for me,
I'll bust a
there
window
is-
out if I want to. It's like, nah.
There's
What,
a
you
certain
Jasmine Sullivan
age.
now?
There's a certain age for certain things, but to me,
It's never
you
acceptable.
guys are being way more judgmental and harsh and for me than what really matters.
I think you can
I
still.
think if I feel that it is appropriate for me in my life to go to the club.
With your ass out?
No, just every day. My shit might be in motherfucking order, bitch, and I want to be at the motherfucking club. That don't mean I'm at the club trying to pick somebody up. That don't mean I don't have nothing better to do with my life. Maybe this is my
Outlet.
Your recreational time.
enjoyment
outlet.
for this moment. I might not be there but nothing but an hour. But how you gonna judge me because I go every motherfucking day? Maybe my shit is together. Maybe I have the time to motherfucking
Don't be
go.
the old bitch in the club.
But I mean,
That's all I'm
to
saying.
me, it's like
once in a while, once a week. But
I
every
don't-
day, bitch.
I don't see nothing wrong with somebody older going to the motherfucking club. If they shit is in motherfucking order and that's how they
They'll do
want to
it.
spend their goddamn time,
Bills paid.
you know what I'm saying? Let them do their motherfucking time. That don't mean they there trying to hit up on the young people. Maybe
What are you doing? What do you do
Maybe
in the
they
club?
go there, sit down, kick
Just
it with the
having
motherfucking
fun.
bartender.
What do you do?
Get a couple
what
of
do you do at the
drinks.
club?
Dance.
What we do, we sit there and talk about people. Maybe they sitting there talking about how dumb the
Every
young.
day.
Maybe that's how they want to spend
I
their
don't know, because
pastime.
when I was going to the club every day, well, not every day, maybe like a couple times out the week, but then on the weekend.
So like 2 or 3
Saturday,
times a
maybe
week.
Sunday, something like that.
Okay.
In there.
Okay.
You know, I was boogieing. You know, I'm a boogier. You know, even though I did have a little somebody that I was trying to see. But I'm just saying, it wasn't necessarily for me to go and catch somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
It was me having fun with my girls, and we was
You
used to
and your
just
girls
be
went to the
hitting.
club every day?
Yeah. We was, yes.
What are you doing? What do
We
you
was
do every day at the club?
It was one particular bar we used to just go hang out
I
at
had
all
it-
the
I had
time.
the answer for that one.
Couple
but I-
nights out of the week we used
I
to
decided
go,
not to say it.
and we was just there.
I ain't even gonna lie.
You know?
I used to go to the same bar a couple of nights a week,
Mhm.
and it was nothing. That's where we went
was just-
to
we was
relax,
just
have fun,
hanging.
talk about people. And
Okay,
relax.
let me ask you a
Not at 40.
question.
Not at 40, but
I'm just
I don't
saying
see
then.
anything wrong with someone
It could be
in
like,
upper
okay.
ages going.
I
Let
can
me
see
say
where- I
something.
can
Let me
see where
say
they're
something.
coming from.
A
It's-
bar to me and a club to me are two different things. To me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I like.
A
Yeah, that's all
bar-
I can say to it. So,
Well,
To me,
to a
it's different
degree.
because that's a bar to me is like
But you're
a
doing the
meeting
same
place.
thing either way it go.
You're not though. You're
How?
not because young kids aren't going to the bar.
Yeah, they are.
yeah, they are.
I don't drink. So I'm gonna leave that right there.
We need you to.
Yeah, they are.
We need you to stop talking about bar shit.
The way I see them saying it is like, it's like Cheers, right?
Like Cheers.
Every day Norm and all the fellas.
Norm!
They were always there at the bar. That was like their barbershop talk, right? Everyone came in the chairs. They were talking, discussing what went on during the course of the day. That was like their release.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's different to me than going to the bar. It's like going to a fucking McDonald's or a Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, a bar. But a club setting is not the same to me.
Does this bar have a dance floor? Mm-hmm. Yes or no?
I have no idea.
Cheers had a dance floor.
Well, who danced on the dance? Who?
A couple of people danced on Cheers on the dance floor. You just didn't see it.
You can dance
frequently.
in your seat,
but
bitch.
Cheers,
I don't give a fuck.
But
That's
Cheers
not the
was
same to
a
me.
bar. So what I'm saying is, if in this bar I can do, I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing at a club, which is
it's a different setting.
Boogieing.
It's just a different setting to me.
Okay.
It's just a different setting.
I think each bar is set up differently. So there are
Club
some bars,
bigger, bars smaller.
right? And there are some bars that doesn't have dance floors, and it's just straight there for you to come in, drink, maybe have
I
a
know
couple appetizers, and some of them don't even sell that. It's mainly to come in, drink, get the fuck on. Yeah. Yes, I get what you're saying, but there are plenty of bars, especially here in fucking Detroit, that have little small motherfucking dance floors. Motherfuckers are going there.
You're trying to make it a club.
No, that's just how it's set up.
It gives you the option if you hear some music that you like, you
to
can
get the
up
fuck
and
up and dance.
To me, again, going to
I
a
see
bar
what you're saying. You
setting
said
we
is
get it.
different than,
Yeah.
okay.
We get it.
You're saying
None
a bar
drinker.
is a bar and a
Yeah,
club
none
is a
drinker.
club.
Yeah.
Whether it, okay,
To me,
I got you.
it's a difference.
Right.
So let y'all
I
motherfuckers
understand.
know that shit. A club, to me, is not the same as going to a bar.
I agree.
Okay.
A club is a big ass spot. You in there shaking
That's
your
what I
ass and all
said.
that.
A club
bar,
is
you go and
bigger,
have a
bar
drink,
is
get the fuck
small.
out.
It's more intimate.
So
yes,
so
yes
so
and
would
no.
you have
It just
considered?
depends on that bar, because I've been to plenty of bars, plenty of motherfucking bars here in Michigan that has a sizable enough dance floor, and it's not a club. It is a bar.
Well,
and motherfucker, and the DJ is in there, but it is not a club. It is a bar.
But it's the mentality of the people. Like, why are you there? Are you there just to talk to people, sit down, have a couple of drinks, talk to people, and leave?
Right.
Or you going to shake your ass and titties?
That's
the difference.
I was going to do both.
Well, that's the problem when you 40 something. You going to the club shaking your ass and titties every night versus going to a spot.
Why can't that be my outlet?
People, that's a form
Every
of
day?
exercise for them, though.
Why not? If I can go to the
go
gym every day,
but I bet you guarantee you motherfuckers, you ain't got no man.
if I can go to the gym
and
every
you must not
day-
be looking for no relationship.
But that's
at
what I'm
all.
talking about.
So I guess if that's what you looking for, that's your life.
people that
There
do
you
it
go.
aren't.
That's what I said. They're not looking for anything. They
are.
shit is together.
You looking for something.
That's
You going to the
sad
bar
that you
every
think
day.
that. But
They're
all
looking
right.
You going to the
for
club every day.
a
Stop.
good
Hey,
time,
let
fun.
my bitch go to the bar every night.
But we ain't
Bitch.
talking about. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Right there. Okay.
There you go. That's
In the beginning,
my
we were
dude.
talking about a man or a woman
Going
who
to the
was
club
out
every night.
that
To the
didn't
club
have
every
somebody.
night.
Right.
doing,
I didn't
doing
say that.
things.
The way you said they were out there looking, so I'm hoping these motherfuckers that's out here looking ain't got somebody already
Girl,
at
they
home.
be looking. Please.
But okay, so
They're
let me
still
rephrase.
even though
How
they got
I
somebody.
took it
If
is
you
that
got
this
somebody
person's
in
going
your
out
ass
who don't have
to the
it.
bar, you ain't shit.
I think some people that do that, men or women, I think men or women who do that sometimes are going out to see in their head if I still got it.
That too.
That too.
You know, I want to see.
Hell,
I want to see if
That's
I go.
fine.
I always
just
want to
said
feel
you
like
shouldn't
I
be-
still
Thank
got
you.
it.
I just said you shouldn't be 40, 50
But-
years old going every day to a club. That's
What's
that's all I'm
what's
saying.
acceptable for you at 40 and 50? How many
I mean,
times
you
can I
know-
go in a month?
4.
4. So
max.
So that's every
Once a
weekend.
so that's
weekend.
once a weekend.
Once- yes.
So I can be in this bitch once a motherfucking weekend.
Listen.
In the same goddamn spot. But every day gonna make a big of a difference.
Yes, it does, bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
look, you win Saturday, bitch, you still got it. Just sit your ass down.
You want to know if you got it? You got
Bitch,
it.
we showed you you got it. Now sit down until next Saturday.
Back in the day, on Saturdays, we used to get with our girls and go dance.
That's what
Yes,
we
but
did.
see,
That is
without
exactly
you,
what we did.
I was at a spot every single motherfucking day, and I saw nothing wrong with it. Now, yes, I understand that there was a big age difference, our age now and our age then. But when I
How old
saw,
were we then when we was going out every Saturday?
Almost 10 years
30s.
ago.
this is
Because
10
years
Lauren
ago.
was not born.
She would have been near her mid
Lauren was
30s.
about to be 10.
No, my shit was
Oh.
way, damn,
Yep.
hell, yo.
You know what's
And
funny?
Margaret's
You gotta
been
think about it.
in Memphis. She was going with us. She been
Yeah.
in Memphis a
10
long
years.
ass time. So, yeah.
all I can say is when
It's a
I
smart
saw those
village in
older
Memphis.
people, I never thought anything about it. I never was like.
And you saw
these
them once
old-
a day,
No,
once a
and,
week.
And I saw these three. It was two guys and a
Ronnie
woman.
go every Saturday
I saw this motherfucker every single time I was in the club.
because you was
This
becoming an
motherfucker was
old
in
bitch
there.
in the club too.
That's what I was becoming.
What
Yeah.
about
Wheels
happened
on
to,
7 Mile. The same motherfuckers was up there.
Wheels.
Wheels. Every
That's
fucking
a bar,
day.
though.
Every fucking
it's
day.
it's a whole nother name and stuff.
They
now.
doing
It's
something.
club.
It's encore now. They
Yeah.
doing something different with it now. Just like they changing motherfucking fish bones into a club.
What?
That's the one that got me too. I was like, how you gonna take fishbone turn?
Oh, or fire? Was it fire? Not water, because that's the club.
No, Beans and Cornbread. They turned that into a club.
No, what's the other one? It's a downtown.
Oh, that was soul food first, and then
Yeah,
they
they
club.
turned
Fire.
it fire. Southern
Yeah,
Fire.
Southern
Yeah.
Fires.
It's
They
a club
turned that
now?
into a club.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a club now. They be
That
on
serve
97
food
point
and serve drinks.
Yeah,
but
they be
it's
on.
a club.
That bitch be popping.
They
too.
be on WJLB. We turning
that
it
one
up
time.
down here.
We
at
need to go.
Southern Fries.
I ain't been
Go up
down
in that
there.
bitch.
We went.
I want
we
to go
didn't-
to a
We
club.
didn't know that it was a club. We ordered our food, but then we like, what the fuck going on up in through here?
That's like ordering food at
Get me-
Legends.
let's get our food and go because we was old
Legends is
motherfuckers.
open again, but it's a
Is
titty
it?
bar.
That's what I say.
So
It's
off,
still
off
a
the off the club, I'm just simply talking about growth
Yeah.
as a human being in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. There should be some type of growth.
They definitely should.
And I'm saying if you're becoming of age of becoming, a decent citizen in society, because you ain't.
It
that
ain't
at
a lot of
20.
them.
Fuck, I wasn't decent in my 20s,
You
bitch.
do fucking when you wasn't. Bitch.
It ain't a lot of them.
Wow.
So
Hold on,
when you
bitch.
becoming of
Damn.
age and you like
You
you
wasn't decent in your 20s?
you're making a conscious decision. What I'm saying, as a certain age, to become
I
better.
give respect for that. You just should.
Bitch, I wasn't making a conscious
No, bitch,
decision.
you was consciously doing what the fuck you wanted to do and didn't care about
Which
your
I thought was
community.
making me better.
I was
No.
doing things.
So
in my
if you're of
I wanna
age and
feel
you
it.
now you like consciously thinking about your community and raising kids and having a family, you cannot be doing the same shit that you was doing at 20 something years
yeah,
old.
you know, because
Now cannot and should not be.
it's just a certain. It's just a time to kind of slow up on things. You can't do the
all I'm
same
saying.
thing for the
That's all
rest
I'm
of
trying
your
to
life.
I don't believe that.
I might have said it all fucked up, but
It's
that's
okay.
what I'm trying to say.
Not saying that anything is wrong with it if you doing it. More power to you. Get it in for me, okay? But I'm just saying, for me, I done kind of maybe because I did it so much in my 20s.
We burnt ourselves out. That's
As
what
you
fuck
should
happened.
have. You should have burnt yourself out. That means you had a good youth.
You did all.
think
You
we
did a
had
lot
too
of.
good of a
You
youth.
did a
That's
lot of
okay.
things that you had on your bucket list.
Ooh,
You
that's
might not
okay.
have.
You had a
might
good
have. You
youth.
might not have
Not everything.
completed
No, I ain't-
everything.
So
do
did
everything.
you guys complete your youth?
Yeah, I did.
When? Like 2 years ago?
Oh.
Because it take them a while, child. It take them a minute before
Yeah,
they get to
they
that.
say men mature
Much slower.
slower than women do.
I'm glad I'm
It took me a minute. It took me a minute, but the more and more responsibilities I got, the more I chilled out.
Hey man, brother.
Okay, what about you?
Sometimes things went by in a blur. I be trying to remember stuff. But no, I know I've changed. Those things that my wife didn't believe about me until people started telling her. She was like, "Oh, damn." I know I changed a lot, and it was just because I had did it all. It got to a point where
Oh, she went with Donna.
it was certain things that it's boring to me now because I did it so much when I was younger. So yeah.
So what about you, Reese?
Y'all might not want to include me in this shit.
Because you don't think nothing is wrong with
I
nothing.
don't think as long. Let me tell you something. I can be 60-something years old, bitch, and be able to buy this motherfucking club. If this is where I find my enjoyment on a daily basis, but that don't mean that my life ain't been fulfilled.
If you own it, then you probably should be there.
No,
every
I
day.
said and I can buy
I
them
don't
up.
see
I can
nothing
buy
wrong
several
with it
clubs.
at the same time.
I
you
don't
know,
see
it's
nothing
just
wrong
whatever.
with me sitting my ass in here for however long I want to sit my ass in here and have my fun of entertainment, and then I go the fuck home and wake up in the morning and handle my business. I see nothing wrong with it.
Whatever
I can't
happened
agree with that.
to Silverback?
What's that?
What the fuck?
The
You mean a
guy.
gorilla?
The guy.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm
is
sorry,
Silverback?
because she said silver.
He
I
had,
can only
you
think
know,
of
the
a
guy who
gorilla.
used to.
Oh, he
Nobody
probably
know.
died.
I'm
He
sure
was
he
like
done
80,
passed
wasn't he?
away.
Yeah.
But he was there faithfully
Every-
every Saturday.
Say it
Yes.
again. Say it again, though.
No,
We
actually, no.
only saw
he
him
was
Saturday.
there. He was there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
What is they talking
Okay.
about?
I don't know. Somebody,
This
a
guy.
gorilla.
This
Silverback.
older gentleman
He
that
used
used
to
to be
spin,
there
spin all the women
yesterday.
around in the club.
Y'all didn't see
walk
him.
them around the club.
Yeah.
the
And
whole
he
time.
used to always.
Yesterday?
And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he just,
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
dude. That's what y'all call silverback. Okay, you messed me up. I was like gorilla.
Yeah.
I never knew that he was called
man.
I
Silverback.
didn't
But
either.
Well, that was just
You
something.
know, I guess, in my mind.
See, we only saw him because we was there on,
On
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
So
But he was there Thursday,
there's no
Friday, and
telling
Saturday.
what other days
Okay,
he
so
was
listen,
doing.
let
But
me- I
he
guess I
did
should
it
clarify.
probably did it for exercise.
I asked him one day.
Maybe I should just
I'm just-
clarify what
okay.
I'm speaking of, because there was Silverback, there was some older ladies dancing, but I'm talking about women who go to the club meeting motherfucking men, and men going to the club meeting women every day of the week at 40, 45, 50 years old.
I can agree with you. I have a problem with
So
that.
let me just, there you go from a clarification, motherfuckers.
You know something? You know something that would fuck me up? Say I'm in my 40s and I got a son that's in his 20s.
Say it.
And I'm going to the club. He go to the same fucking club or similar clubs, right? And I happen to meet a young lady, bring her home, whatever, and I find out this nigga done fucked her. I'm doing too much.
You're doing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that could be
here's the other question: do I stop fucking her?
Yes.
should
do.
you?
I'm like, hey, nigga, well,
You stop fucking
you
up.
fucked her in the past, nigga. This the present.
That's just like if you found that your boy didn't fuck your girl. Yeah, you
You
stop
sound
fucking.
like that movie, The Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with Gabby, was it Gabby?
Yeah,
Oh, she was with his daddy.
yeah. You and your daddy and I didn't have sex. Now, I don't believe your ass.
Well, they didn't.
I mean, you know, but I get what Doom saying.
You're not promoting on the show right now. You're not
Depends how close you are with your son. Cause I'm like,
I am
nigga,
putting
you
on
ain't,
motherfucking.
nigga, you don't know how to do it right, nigga. You ain't do nothing to her.
What the fuck did I just come back to?
You and your son sit there and
No,
y'all
you
be
ain't got to repeat it.
He said it depends on the relationship with your son if you stop.
Well, you know, you could
What?
y'all could compare notes.
He tells some. He tells some. You ain't do
Where
nothing.
my
You
at?
know what
That's
you doing. You ain't do nothing
gross.
to it.
Dad.
Maybe that's a guy thing, cause I couldn't sit there and
Say it again.
with my girl. Like, girl, did it curve to the left or did it curve to the right this time? I don't know, girl. Did
Would
it hook?
you?
If
Let
it
me ask you
curved to the
guys
left,
this.
It probably stay that way for the rest of his life.
I'm
though.
just
For your
saying,
wife.
like,
I'm
I
sorry.
can't sit there and be like talking
Let's
with
find
my
out.
girl.
Let me say one last
Okay.
thing on that one. My son ain't 20 in his 20s, but I believe that my son would talk shit to me
yeah,
if that was
buddy.
the situation. Like, Daddy, you ain't do shit.
I believe your son would.
How you think you put
I
a
can,
dick
first,
in that
I can
boy?
see him giving you a gut check like that. You ain't do shit.
Uh-huh.
Sit down.
Daddy, I'll take that bitch back from you.
Right. I walk up here. I walk up in this motherfucker while she's sitting next to you and throw it on her forehead.
I can definitely see that too.
Okay,
Like
that
dad,
is
like dad.
crazy.
Your date is over.
Yeah.
Come on with me.
That's funny because I can see that clear as fucking day.
Hell yeah.
And that's fucked up that I can see that.
That's sad.
I need to get
Like
that out my
up
head.
Dad up in here feeding them food you take to the zoo to feed the animals.
So what were you gonna say to do?
If you found out, okay, so I'm gonna give you two different scenarios.
Green and
Before
orange?
you married your wife, this beautiful person that she is.
Absolutely.
Before you married her,
Depends on what type of mode she
if
Absolutely.
would you have stopped the progression of your relationship if you found out that one of your boys had fucked her way back in the day?
At what point in the relationship did I find this out?
You found this out prior to any kids or marriage.
Yeah, but I mean, was it 2 weeks or 2 years?
Just before
When
marriage or kids came along, would you have?
I mean,
been
but
like,
how deep is he
Right.
in with it?
I don't want to like.
Right,
Because you got to be like 2 weeks. Come on, now, ain't nobody stupid. Anybody will walk away in 2 weeks.
Right, but the
So
question
you
comes
got
off
feelings involved. So how about this? Your feelings are involved. Now, whenever your feelings got involved, motherfucker,
Okay.
get that shit in your head.
If I just found out, it's too fucking late.
Okay.
Is what it is.
Now, what if after you got married to her, you found out that some of your boys running gangbang on her?
Oh,
Oh,
His wife is a hoe.
that's probably why he fell in love with her.
was it back in their college days?
No, it was like, yeah, it was
You know,
back
for some
like
guys, they like, shit.
it was back in
was it
it
the
was before
Bachelorette project?
actually it was before you even turned 21. She wasn't even 21 when this shit happened. So early college days.
She was a
Well,
early hoe.
She was a cheerleader.
I had to chalk that up.
You would chalk that up?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
too late.
She's
Would you bring it up at any point? Like the moment you heard about it, would you bring it to her or would you keep it to yourself?
We're talking about Doom.
I'll have to bring it up. So,
Immediately.
Right, I was about to say, you really asked that question?
On the text message, bitch, I gotta talk to you.
So you fuck 4 niggas, huh? On January 3rd, 1980.
Fuck is going on with you?
You had on a
Now-
tennis skirt.
Would it replay in your head?
How
Yeah,
can you,
like the best man.
how can it replay if you didn't see it?
Because he can imagine.
The best man didn't see it either. It's the imagination that was
Yeah,
fucking with you.
that
Well, no,
man.
for him,
That
it
man
was
is a
different. He was
motherfucker,
reading
boy.
it in the book.
So in the
So
book,
he,
you
his
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
he
that's
got
true.
the visual from
his
the book.
visual
Yeah, that's true.
was from the book. And he
That's
just
true.
put it together when my man said
That-
the forehead kiss.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay. So thank you for being very honest. Keita, if you found out that your husband on a drunk night had your favorite cousin before y'all was married.
Could you not say her
For-
favorite cousin?
Yeah.
Because that's me. That ain't that.
Oh, you got? I thought you had 2 favorite cousins.
One boy,
I
one
do.
girl.
One male, one female.
When you said that, her whole demeanor was like, "Don't keep with this question because that's gonna
I
start
don't
some
even like that thought.
Yeah,
Hey, I saw that visual too.
you done just look.
Had one of your cousins. Fuck it. God damn it. Had one of your fams. One of your hearts. He had one of them. It was a drunk night before y'all even met. It came out on another drunk night. They figured this shit out. How would you feel?
Like if they were already married.
She don't even want to think about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they was already married. Hold on. Let her answer. Maybe her face is answering.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let you marinate on that.
Why we
I'm gonna tell you just like, look, listen. My best friend, my sister, years and years ago, me and her was hanging out. We met some guys, or I met a guy, and he came through with his boys on a bike. I probably said this story before already, but one of his boys tried to holler at her. I'm looking at old boy like, he look familiar. Okay.
Okay.
So he says to her his name, boo boo boom boom. They leave. I said, girl, he cute. What's his name? She said, he told me his name was such and such. I said, girl, that was 1996. She was like, oh, I'm straight. It would be the same in reverse.
But you already had him.
At this point,
she had him and you married him.
She hadn't even had him
in that way.
It was just even conversation in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this came up before. Point blank, I would probably be pissed at the fact that it was never told to me.
They didn't remember. They were drunk.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I knew that was about to come out. Knew that was about to come out.
I would be pissed.
You'd be pissed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't divorce you now, shit. I got other shit I got to find a divorce your ass for, shit.
You gonna make his life a living hell, huh?
Probably.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Good job.
All right.
Damn,
so,
that's messed up. Good job. What the fuck? Damn. Good job.
So
Yeah.
how about you?
I couldn't go behind nobody. I just couldn't.
Okay. Understandable.
Myself, I could just.
Understandable.
It's like sitting there with your cousin and knowing that happened.
It's all right.
You know what I would do? If I found out that my wife,
We're going to take this shit from her. Yeah, we're going to put it on top of it.
if I found out my wife fucked like 4 of my boys in one night, I'd be like, look, that's fucked up. But to make this right,
You gotta fuck 4 of your girls.
because
Y'all married now.
yeah. I'm gonna have to bust in your face a couple times. Some shit just got to go down.
I can't stand you right now.
You gotta give her a couple anal cream pies.
So, yes.
All the stuff that was off limits, you got to it's on limits now, right?
Because you can't have done more for them than you're doing for me. So
yeah. I see where you're going.
we gotta get into some gangster shit now.
Right.
Now that's my doom right there.
Hold on, dog.
I get
it when
it.
he
You like
quiet.
fuck that. If you
Hold
gonna
on.
let them motherfuckers run a train on you,
Exactly.
all that bullshit you talking about is off limits.
Yes.
Fuck that.
Bitch, ass to mouth.
Right.
Ass
This
to
nigga
mouth.
is fixated on ass and mouth.
Damn.
Lick the spot in between my balls and my ass.
I think maybe you need to get that experience happen. Let
needs
that
to do
happen.
something.
I gotta get that out of my system.
So that we, you
His
know,
wife must be tired of hearing that.
I'm telling you, she gonna have to
wife
do
like,
something.
nigga.
She gonna have to do like a pretend or something. Like
She like,
get that little,
let's get
you know, get a
separated for a year. Let's-
a
you can
little
get that
fake
shit out
one,
of your
put some
system.
lotion in it, and
No,
just
I
squirt it
think
or
that it
something.
should. I think that his wife should make that fantasy somehow come true for you. Dude.
That's what I'm saying. Get like a fake one.
I think you should have
Get like
that,
a little
man.
I
fake
think that should
winky.
get separated so he can go on and sew them oats.
Get separated.
No,
So he
just
can
go
do that
get
shit
like,
up.
just go
No.
get a fake winky with the juices in it and just shoot it at her.
No, I don't think that's what he's talking
Them 4
about.
niggas' dicks wasn't fake. Don't make mine fake.
I
Shit.
don't think that's what he's talking about.
I'm not. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh my God.
That shit was real.
He's really imagined that.
Yeah, for real.
He sees it.
You see that shit for real.
Sees that happen.
That
Shoot
might have
it
been
and
the
shoot
wrong
it in
question.
in the eye, something smack her in the face.
We gonna
with
come
it.
off of him. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna skip you for a second
talk about my
because I got to
contact
think of your
game.
scenario.
Yeah, because I'm
I haven't had it in my.
Oh damn.
I don't have it in my head, but I'm gonna think of yours. So Brainiac,
Oh man, I'm hurting right now.
let's say your brother had a night that he had been telling you about for years that he couldn't remember, but he knew he got with some chick and it was great. Like that's all he remembered, right?
How do
You
come up
married?
with this shit?
It's the porn shit in my head. So you're married,
She got a book coming out, right?
and now
gotta
that you're
get that
married, you know your wife, she ended up having this condition that made her take some pills, and while she was taking these pills, it set her on a trip, right? Because the pills make her high and
What,
shit.
she was taking
sometimes.
acid?
This shit
You know?
is very specific.
Right.
It is.
Man, she going
And,
along with
color.
this one.
And
color.
on one of these trips that she was having off these
Popping
pills,
shrooms or some shit.
she realized that she didn't put her whole fist in your brother's ass. Nah,
The fuck?
I don't know
Now.
which one's worse.
now, now that you know, because she done told you, right? She done told you.
The brother,
And,
the brother let her put.
Yeah, he let her.
She put her fist.
You know, she lubed it real good. So,
It's like the people putting gerbils up their ass, I guess.
okay, it happens.
It happens.
Now,
It's a true story.
you
People
go
do
back
put
and tell
gerbils
your
up
brother.
their
I
ass.
know.
I need you to focus. You go back and tell your brother, right? And what your brother comes back with is, yeah, dude, it was on one of them nights that I was tripping on you know, some of that shit that we bring back from the war. Some of that medication we bring back from the war, you know, opiates, who knows? And
About to stop this bitch in like
what
2
she
seconds.
what she didn't tell you though is, I had my horse fucker.
What?
How'd you
Bitch.
feel?
Okay, let's
Anyway, let's go to the next part. I'm not
We're
even
moving
entertaining
on.
that
This
question.
bitch has
go
lost her
from
mind.
that to
How'd you feel
You know
though?
what?
I'm
Speaking
not-
of
I'm
losing
not
your
even
mind.
in- yeah.
Speaking of losing your mind.
Why he can't answer the question? Everybody else answered their question. He got to answer the question.
No, I don't.
Why not?
I'm not answering. That's
I
it.
answer it, goddamn.
Yo, thank
if it
you.
was me, first of all, I ain't gonna tell my brother, nigga, I know you got a fist stuck in your ass.
Okay.
I ain't gonna let him even know that I know that shit. 'Cause I
Okay.
can't look at him like that.
All right.
And then, if my bitch was fucking a horse and sticking fists in niggas' asses, then she just a nasty bitch, and I'm gonna have to treat her as such.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Motherfuckers entertain my shit. I appreciate that. 'Cause that's exactly what I would
So
do to that bitch.
it's gonna be R. Kelly moments. I'm just gonna pee on your ass
Nigga,
when I feel
it's-
like.
I'm gonna treat her as such.
It's wide open now.
It's wide open. Literally.
Well, why it take you so long for your bitch to figure out your bitch was nasty?
That's even more fucked up. I'm just now finding out.
Why she holding back?
You done fucked the horse and all like I don't get nothing.
I get some old. Here it is, daddy. Legs open shit, and you just laying there, bitch.
But I can't leave her because she nasty.
yeah, because that's what
can't
you
break up
need.
with her.
You like
Okay.
that. You like that. I can't fuck with y'all today.
Now, okay.
We
so-
go from talking about
Okay,
being
I'm done.
to fucking
Listen,
horses.
if you don't know your bitch nasty, it's something you did.
That's true. But look, let me say this. Bitch, if you fucked a horse, you can't tell me I can't do shit.
Okay.
Bitch, whatever I
In
say
the ear,
goes.
the eye, the nose.
Bitch, you fucked a horse.
I'm coming on
That's it.
everything of yours. Hair string.
Have you
We could be at
seen
your
how
mama house.
long those things
I
are?
have.
We could be at your mama house. I'm
Things
doing
Hey,
is
how you
like
see
a
that?
damn shotgun.
How you see that?
Yeah, how you see that?
How you know?
saw it on the
Hey,
porn.
she said, huh?
I saw the same video with the black girl.
Yeah, like that thing is
Livewire years ago on Livewire.
I just seen
Why
one
would
recently.
you want
so
to
it
do
was-
that? That is
It
ridiculous.
was a black girl, right?
I no. I was just I just decided to
Reese
look up
probably, you know, she Ruby
porn
Red
with
probably the one
animals
that-
to
that
see
pulled
what
up the
came
one
up,
where,
and there
you
was
know,
a bunch
women
of shit
put
that
peanut
came
butter
up.
on the
Goats,
shit and had a dog
Yeah.
lick it off.
sheep,
Oh.
cats.
Let's move on. Let's
Yeah, let's move
let's
on.
speak about losing your mind. And I say that because
This shit
I want
goes
to talk about
left
mental illness
all
for
the
a
way.
moment. Because this bitch won, and she going through that.
What?
She just ain't been
She
diagnosed.
needs to be fixed.
It's nothing wrong with me.
Damn,
I
her
have
girl
a
said
very
she need to be fixed.
healthy sexual thought process.
Girl,
What?
what
Yo,
you did
shit.
was just ask B.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
That shit was not.
This shit happening. I can show you porn that is happening. So it's happening. Somebody out there buying that shit.
You.
They ain't make no bitch. I don't buy no porn. Listen, okay.
You don't
It
buy
ain't-
porn?
Hell, fuck no.
You
It
just
ain't
get it.
never that motherfucker serious. No, you just put in free extreme gangbang with animals. It pops up.
Get the fuck out of here.
It pops up.
Thank you.
Go away.
I bet she sit there and just put in different
Jesus.
combinations.
I do. I just want to see what's out there. So in my head, for them to make the videos, someone's buying it. Hello. So
And apparently you're watching it.
yes, I need to see what people are doing out here.
You
For research
said it.
purposes.
You were
Research
thinking it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you know.
we're gonna talk about mental
Yep, so
illness
my
for
head
about
just
5
exploded.
minutes because
Mental illness is something serious.
it's something serious. And I'm gonna start off by saying, if you think your child has a problem, sometimes it's not anger or disrespectful or anything like that. It could be.
I'm gonna stop you right there. We really about to put that segment in with
We ended
fists
that.
and asses.
I
Hell
didn't
of a
want to do
segue.
that, but
Like this is a hell of
well,
this shit
the
done turned a
segue
different way.
was you got mental problems. So I was going into a mental problem segment.
Why
for
I got
the
to have
last
mental
5 minutes.
problems?
That's a great segue, actually.
I don't know,
Thank you.
need to
I
ask
was just
yourself that.
saying.
That mean you agree that I got motherfucking mental problems?
You just start talking about putting fists in
Horses
ass,
and
fucking horses.
horses and all that. Horses
Hey,
and
that's
dicks,
part of
like-
her
It
alien
is.
DNA.
It is.
You know?
So
It always go left, Shay.
So I just want to say this because it's not always something that can be fixed with yelling, screaming, beating on your kids. Sometimes you have to take them to a therapist so they can maybe see if it's something a little bit more to it. They could have, like my daughter, she has epilepsy. I thought she was ignoring me. She wasn't ignoring me. She was having seizures. So we took her to the doctor. She's on medication. Anybody else on medication around here for her?
No.
No, I'm good.
I am.
Okay, speak about it.
Well, let's see. How can I speak about this? It comes a point in time in your life that you battle depression, and your mind and your willpower is strong enough to overcome any bouts of depression. So through the years, you were always able to take yourself out of what they call the black hole or whatever it may be, or whatever you call it. But then it gets to that one point where you no longer have the power to do it. I finally got to that point and decided to go get help. I'm not ashamed to say it. I've battled depression now. I'm in my upper mid 40s, and it just got to a point where my will couldn't defeat the depression. As I was told by my therapist that I go see now, willpower is good to a certain extent, but the more you defeat the depression with willpower, the stronger it comes back the next time. For me, because she said I think clearly on certain situations, is reasons why I have never tried to hurt myself. Now, does that mean those thoughts never pop in your head? I would be telling you a disservice if it has not. It has. But as you said, it's things that you don't know, you can't control, from attitude to the way you are from day to day. People around you notice the changes. Sometimes you don't. You think that it's normal because for you it is normal,
Right.
but it's actually outside of your norm. I've come to realize that some of the things that I've said or may have done was not because that's what I wanted to do, but that was because of the sickness that I had. You know, people frown or they laugh about mental illness, and it's a sad thing. For me, it was always because how we were raised. If you're a man, you're not supposed to show weakness. If you're down, you get over it, whatever. You kick that shit under the rug. But it took a toll on me where it affected not only my home life, but just life in general. It makes it where you don't want to do anything. And a lot of times your family and friends just be like, oh, fuck that. Get over that shit. You know, stop acting like a bitch, whatever. Get up,
'Cause we don't
brush
know.
brush yourself off. But they don't know the turmoil that you're going through inside. For me, it was a revelation sitting there. When you hear a therapist tell you that you suffer from post-traumatic stress syndrome, you know, it's just like, oh, shit, I wasn't in the military, but it happens
it don't
through
have
other
to be.
things through your life. When they say you have anxiety and you try to think about Well, I don't feel like I'm anxious, but yeah, you do. You just don't realize it. People around you see it, but you don't realize it.
Right.
You might gain weight or you lose weight. It's because that part of that depression is you have an eating disorder. So it comes down to, what do you do? I just took it upon myself to finally say, hey, I needed to go get help, so I did. That's the difference.
Amen.
Now, for me, I had thought that I even told my therapist that, just don't medicate me. I believe that some doctors out there just believe that, let me throw
Doping folks
medication,
up.
let me dope you up, because that's all I'm gonna do for you. Yeah, I'll listen to you, but let me give you all this medicine.
Right.
I don't want to be walking around with a cloudy head. I still want to think for myself, not because this chemical that you're putting in my body is making me think or feel a certain way. Don't
But
give me.
sometimes isn't the chemical something that your body isn't producing?
Sometimes it is.
Why you're feeling the way you do?
Sometimes it is, but sometimes you can be over medicated, right? Where nothing matters anymore. You just, it doesn't make a difference whether you're happy, you're sad, something is going on great in your life. Your whole mood is just
Downward.
okay.
Okay.
Now that's cool. And that's not what I wanted. Let's attack the problem. Let's talk about it. Let's get to the issues that's causing me to have it.
Right.
So for me, I'll say this: it's men out there that might have the situation that I have. I was diagnosed with bipolar depression,
Right.
and you have episodes where you become hypersexual or hyperactive, meaning you don't go to sleep. You stay up for days at a time, or if you do go to sleep, it's an hour here, it's 2 hours there. That's the mania part of your depression. All of us have had it. I've had it, but I didn't think that's what it was. I thought maybe it was because I had a cup of coffee or something, and that's why I'm wired. But because your brain is not doing what it's supposed to, that's what happens.
Right.
Sometimes, things happen in your life where you just not yourself.
Right.
So for me, mental health, I talked about it before I even went and got diagnosed, just because of people around you, what they go through. But for me, I wanted to be not just physically healthy, but mentally healthy at the same time.
And that's very commendable.
I did not want to go. I didn't want to continue to feel the way that I felt. Every day was a day that you wake up and say, damn, what is my reason for being here today? That's where I finally got to. Every single day was a day that I said, this is why I want to be here today. My fear was having a day where I couldn't come up with an answer.
Yeah.
That was my fear. What it's a question. Damn. All right, I don't have the answer. So what do I do now?
Right.
Because my answer dictated my day. Whatever answer I came up to put me in a certain mood. So if I couldn't come up with that answer, what mood would I be in? Not saying that I would harm myself, because that's just something to me I just can't picture myself doing. For me, that's when you at your weakest point. But that's a sickness that, if it happens,
It's a selfish move.
It's a selfish move. I can't.
If
I
you
might
can't-
say it.
yeah,
I
but
can
if
say
you
it in
can't
my
control your
yeah.
emotions,
Sometimes
don't
you can't.
know what
Sometimes you can't
you're gonna
control
do.
it. Some people can't control it.
Right.
I've been lucky enough in my 40 plus years where I've been able to control that thought.
Right.
Was it something in particular that may have happened in your life, or is it just?
I would say
it's
this
just
because
something-
it's people at this table that don't know my history. They see me nowadays. I talk about it openly and freely now. I didn't have the best parents. My father was the mental abuser, or the physical abuser. My mother was the mental abuser. Just imagine being 8, 9 years old, sitting in a car with a bunch of motherfuckers around you pointing guns at you, saying you can't leave until your mother come out the house. Or you go outside your house and your father kidnap you and throw you in the trunk, drive you around, and just let you off on a corner until you get home. I was forced. I didn't laugh at that part, the part where he had the braces on his legs, because that was me. I was the kid that was sitting on the sideline being told that you'll never be able to play like normal kids. You know, at 2 years old, he broke both my legs, cracked my skull, beat my brother up, and left me at the bottom of the stairs. My mother wasn't home. So there's a difference. See, people don't understand the scars that people have.
Yeah.
They see the cover, but they don't know what's on the inside. So that's what's different.
You're right. You're right. And you gotta get help. You gotta, like you said, find your will to live for that day.
I have had a life that most doctors, my therapist told me, how are you here?
Yeah.
But here I am, you know.
Amen. Here so we could karaoke.
I
All right, brother.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay.
I don't know where to go with that one.
I'm glad that you shared
Yeah, that's very
because
powerful.
a lot of people don't believe that mental disorders are real.
Yeah.
They think that it's just, they just saying that so they could shoot somebody up or, do whatever it is that they do. But it's real. It's really it really is
because
real.
what happened was the way my mother mentally abused me was always comparing me to my brother. You know, so it divided him and I. It was always, I had one good son. What happened with you? You know, when my brother went away to the military, it was really hard for me because it was you, the son that should have went to the military and might not have came back and still at home. You know, all through high school, that's all I was told. And all my friends were like, well, oblivious to it. They come to the house, they like, dude, you got a closet full of shoes, man. What's happening? That was my mother way of trying to atone for everything else. But I didn't give a fuck at that time.
Right.
You know, my mother was my grandmother. That's who gave a fuck about me. You know, it was times you didn't see your mother. Or you get a call talking about I'm in trouble, can you come help me? You 14, 15 years old, running up in some motherfucking house, you know, telling them keep your hands off my mother, putting your life in danger to save your mother life. You know, people don't know that about me.
That's some serious shit, man.
Yeah, you've been through a
Serious
lot.
shit.
You know, I done had guns pointed on me. I done had people tell me, and my mother done said, if he move, I don't care what you do to him. It just got to a point I became hardened to it. I was like, fuck it. If you're going to kill me, kill me. Because I guarantee you, if you don't, I'm going to come back and see you.
What is your relationship with your mother?
I'll tell you this. My mother has passed.
Oh, sorry to hear.
It's okay. Even after all the shit that she put me and my brother through, because it was shit that she did to him too. When she got sick, I would drive from Detroit to Grand Rapids every day. Make sure my mom was fine, drive back, go to work. Every day. I'm living in Farmington. I got my life. I'm like, you know what? All right, my mom called. She's sick. I got a house in Rosedale Park. Okay. I go to that house. My brother and I come together. We fix the house up. We move my mother back down from Grand Rapids. I moved back to the house I grew up in. I live in the basement. I took care of my mother the whole time while she was sick. For me, that spoke volumes of how my grandmother raised me. No matter what had happened, I still did what was right.
Absolutely.
You're better than me.
The fucked up part is, for some people, you get the answer. For me, I've never gotten the answer to why. I have brothers and sisters who can speak towards that man and say he was the greatest. I can't relate to you. I don't know what you're talking about. For me, it was always, man, just why couldn't you give me an answer? I'll never get that.
Don't say you would never get
No,
it.
because I found out some stuff about him, and it's okay. It's cool. My parents are gone. I will never get that answer to why.
Because you can't ask them. You can't
I
get it from
found
a
that out
horse's mouth.
recently, and I'll never get the answer to why.
Wait, your dad passed?
Yeah. It's hard to. I internalized so much that I hurt myself because of what happened to me as a kid. So you keep everything inside. You know, sometimes my wife understands it, sometimes she doesn't. I don't try to do it. It's just a condition that I have.
Right.
I wish that I wouldn't do that, but a lot of it is
Sometimes
because
it's
it's the
just
hurt
hard
that
to
I've been
open
through.
up. It can be hard to open up.
Sometimes it's better for your psyche to just
You know,
hold
people.
it in.
It's funny. It's funny how I miss my mom after all the shit that I was put through. I miss her. And I ask myself this question all the time. Why should I? Why do I?
Right.
You know, does it make me a bad person some days where I go, I'm glad she's not here, or not? I don't know. I can't speak for everyone, and I'm not. I'm here to share my story. Maybe my story will help other people out.
It definitely will.
You know, I was told that I wouldn't graduate high school. I was told I wouldn't go to college. I was told that I wouldn't amount to shit. I was just dog. It was to the point some days I would just get up. I was scared to go outside because it was like, do I go out and ride my bike, go play sports, and the next thing you know, somebody snatched me up. I'm in a fucking trunk somewhere. You know, it just got to the point I didn't want to go outside. But then I didn't want to stay in the house either. I just wanted to be a normal fucking kid. What kid do you know want to live a life like that? What kid can honestly sit here and say, and I'm thankful because I'll be 46 this month. And in 46 years, as many times as death has knocked on my front door, I'm still here. I've done shit to save my mom's life.
You're here for a
I'll
reason.
never talk about.
You're here for
Never.
a reason. You're here for a reason to be able to tell that.
It's
What you're
just
saying.
Right.
it's just shit that
But
I
not
can't
talking
talk
about it. It's not talking about it. It's not.
That's the problem. You holding it in.
I say that to say this. You don't want people to look at you differently because of the choices that you made in certain situations.
If you were a kid,
They weren't your choices. They weren't your
It's-
choices if you were a kid.
You know, I'm therapy is helping. It's certain things that I did reveal in therapy that I didn't want to talk about, but they asked me the questions and I wasn't gonna lie, so I answered them. But that was my life. You know, from when I was born till out of high school, that was my life. And even when I brought my mother back to live with me and I changed my life around to take care of my mom. It was the same shit. It was like, well, goddamn. I'm here. I've been here. I'm taking care of you, and I'm still not shit.
That's just a relationship.
You walk
you
in a
develop
house
with
that's
you.
yours,
crazy.
and you're told constantly every fucking day, you still not shit. How did you get here? Who money did you take? It's your brother that's doing every fucking thing. And I'm like, ain't that a bitch? He wasn't even in this state, and I was the motherfucker driving every day. I get off from working a 12-hour shift. I drive to Grand Rapids. I turn around. I leave 2, 3 o'clock in the morning so I could be back at work. I changed my life around to bring you home to take care of you, and I'm still not shit. Your kids won't be shit is what I was told plenty of times. But I laugh at everyone's now because I look at both of my kids and go, they in college. From a motherfucker that wouldn't be shit. That was constantly shitting on by his family. The youngest that took care of everybody. That's my
Well,
story.
wow.
To this day, family call Brain. You know how fucked up that is?
That's real fucked up.
It really is.
When you help your family out and then they steal from you, they don't give a fuck.
Well, you have definitely put a lot on us. We definitely appreciate you sharing. I can only say that, you know, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but definitely it helps you sharing your story, I believe. The more and more you share, I think it's going to get easier for you to share. And it definitely says something. You know, the audience don't know this, and I'm not even sure if any of you guys know this. For your mom to treat you the way that she did, to this day, this man still has his mother's remains. To this day. And that says a lot about you, because you could have been like, fuck that bitch, I don't want her at my house. And since the day that I've met you, you've had your mother's remains, and you take care of those remains. Like she's still here, and that says something about your character. So don't let so much of your past dictate your future. And I know that that's hard to do. I think as adults, a lot of us have dealt with a lot of things in our past that has stunted our growth as adults, but we have to learn how to deal with it and to, I don't want to say let it go, but to become better from the experience itself. And I know that's sometimes harder to do than some, but I really think if you, I don't want to say don't focus on the bad parts of your upbringing, because I know that that's not,
It wouldn't be him.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, I've had some horrific experiences
Right,
growing up,
and
but I focus more on
The positive.
the positive than I do the negative. I think if I, and I don't want to say dwell, but I think if I pay more focus to the things that has been done wrong to me as a kid, that I mean, I might
That's the
have
that's
some
the
of the
thing
thoughts
though.
that you have.
You have that chemical that can control that. I
Yeah.
don't. So for me, it's different. I can't control that. I don't know
Okay.
how. I will my way through it, but I don't have that. I can't produce that chemical naturally. So for you can do that. I can't.
Makes sense.
My way was just burying the feelings deep inside and saying, okay, you know what? Let's keep moving on. You're doing okay right now. It just get to a point where you can't do it anymore. You know, I wake up every day with the aches and pains because of something that was done to me as a kid. You know, people don't understand that every single day I wake up, I'm in pain. I don't complain about it. I just get up and do what I'm supposed to do. I have arthritis through my legs because of what happened. I'll never get rid of it. It never stopped me from doing what I wanted to do, but I'm constantly in pain. And to deal with that, plus all the other things that you go through in life, it's hard. I was able to do that, but it got to a point where my mind was going, "What the fuck? Can shit just stop for a minute?" And for me, that's when I was like, "It's time. I got to make a change."
Right.
So I can't. I get what you're saying. The positive for me is the person I speak to all the time, and you know her. When you didn't get a chance to meet her, it was my grandmother. I talk about, that's what makes me happy. Because like I said, we got dropped off at my grandmother's front door, and she took us in. Now, this is a woman who raised us, took care of us like we were her own. And not one time in my whole life that I was with her did I ever see her say, I made a mistake. Now, for everything that was bad happening to me, she made me feel good about all the good things that was happening. So that's what I think has always kept me going, because I never wanted to let her down.
Thank God for grandmamas.
Yeah.
You know, it was just that. I mean, I don't mean to drop this tonight or whatever. I know you and I talked about that, but y'all family, you didn't know. So there it is. When I tell you on certain things that I couldn't control, that was really it.
Right.
You know, people.
I really am happy that you shared. That was the point of the segment.
Yeah.
And just go out there, people, get help. If you feel like you cannot control certain aspects of your life, God put people on this earth that can help you. So utilize those people, utilize the resources. And we're going to have to end it on that note. We don't even going to have no last words. B just gave them to us. 7 miles till we die. Peace.